my people, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while I posted a video, but today I am making this video specifically for people that find it hard to do a color separation and white balance when it comes to color grading. Now, I want to explain this in the simplest form that I can. So I'll start now. We all know that colors are made of light, as we all know, right? Good. So when you want to do a separation on your color or white balance, you have to put your eyes at the sides that have light. So basically all the colors. Now we have like three colors that are inside that light, and inside those colors we have other colors. So I'm talking about the primary colors, which is the red, green, and blue, and any other correction you want to do, white balance or your separation, still falls under those three colors for you to get them balanced well before you move. Now there are different ways people can do this, but let me give you an example. You want to do a proper white balance, right? You have your vetroscope here, good. Your parade, good. You also have your waveform, good, and you also have your vetroscope. Now all these tools can help you get a proper white balance, but at the same time your eyes too is very important, because you are the artist, so you need to paint and paint what you see. Now looking at this image now, we can see that we have a bright area and dark areas. So I'm talking about highlights and shadows. Now in our waveform and our vetroscope here, you can see the lines here. So let's just say from 500 downwards covers from the midtones down to the shadows, while from 500 upwards from the midtones up to the highlights. So if you want to make your correction or white balance, what should you do now? So first thing is, looking at this image, you know that these parts like this are our bright areas. Even from our parade, you can see we have too much blues. What do you want to do? This is why the primary wheels is your best friend when it comes to color grading. Since we want to deal with the bright areas, what should we do? We are not touching the midtones yet. We are touching the bright areas. Which of these tools covers your bright areas is the gain. So what should we do? These colors have been separated for us, so let's reduce blue. That is the secret. So let's start bringing blue down. Let's bring blue. Can you see what's happening? We are bringing blue down, bringing blue. So let's say I want to stop here, but something is missing. We have more greens, more red, more greens, more blue, but less of red. So what should we do? Let's take our reds up. Can you see? Let's take our reds up. Let's take our reds up, and we can stop here. Now looking at the shadows, now you would notice any place you see a color going up in the shadows, it means it has more of that color. So looking at this image, you'll notice that we have more reds in our shadows, but we don't have more of green and more of blue. So what should we do? Should we use our lift? Yes, you can use your lift. If you start bringing your lift down, can you see the changes it's making? But we are dealing with shadows, not everything that is dark. So why not, let's go to our log wheels and go to our shadows. What should we do? Let's start bringing red down. We are bringing red down. What should we do? Let's take blue up a little. What next should we do? Maybe we bring down green to this point, and maybe we just brighten up the shadows a little. And let's now do our before and after. Before, after, before, after. Can you see? And without these separations, these colors won't pop properly. Let me show you why I said so. Let's create a new node and let's just add our saturation. Let me do this. Can you see how disturbing this image looks? Like, it is not looking great at all. And shout out to I got this footage from Pixels, so check Pixels out and support the people who post this. For tutorial reason, that's why I'm using this image. But what if we put our correction on? Can you see the difference? At least it is better. So all you need to do now is to maybe reduce the color, the saturation of your image. So if I take this off our white balance, you still notice, but if I put this back, you can see the difference is making. Looking good. We can still decide to push our greens up just for it to balance with our blues. Maybe just take the blue down a little, and let's put the saturation back. Can you see what we have? This is looking way better than what we had before. Way better than what we had before. And I'll still use other images to show you this trick like this one now, I'll clear everything. This is the original footage. This was how it was shot. This was how it was shot. Now there's this way we do white balancing in our modern age of color grading. Let me say it's using the linear, and then you come here and you take down your luma mix. But watch what's going to happen now. I'll take this towards blue all, but this is where we are going to stop. It's not going to go beyond this. Maybe you have to now start using your temperature. And don't forget, you must not force yourself to do what every modern colorist is doing. You can still make use of your tint and tint and all these tools are there for you. But you can see where this modern one stops for us, pushing the linear to that level, and still we couldn't correct it well. I'm not saying it's wrong. You can do that for other image where you want to create some type of separation. But you see this one I'm showing you, it is the best and native way to get a white balance as fast as you can. So let's just do our normal stuff. We can see that our bright areas is covering more of our red. So what do you want to do? You have two things to do. It's either you push your blues up or you bring your reds down. Can you see? This is me bringing red down, and then this is me pushing blue up. Can you see what I just did? Can you see? This is me pushing my blue as I was bringing my red down. See, this is where we are, and this is what we have. Before, after, before, after. So now let's create a new node here, and let's just put our saturation. Maybe we'll leave the saturation at 80. But now let me take this white balance off. This is what we have. Except if this is the look you are going for your work, for your film, then no problem, you shot it this way. But if you want to deal with white balance and separation, to separate colors so that you can speak properly, this is the way to go. Let's still use this image too. What do we want to do here? Let's add blue a little, let's take red down a little, and let's take green. Okay, now let me look at this image here. Okay, so let's take blue down to this point, and our red too down a little. Let's do before, after, so you see what we have. Before, after, before, after. Can you see the separation? Now let's use this one. We have more reds, so what should we do? We can start bringing reds down. What next should we do? We can start taking blue up. Let's take our blues up to this point, to this level. Let's reduce our green a little. Let's do before, after. Can you see the difference? Now the color on his shirts is even showing. The same thing here. I'll clear this up. So let's go. What do we want to do? Let's push our blues up. Let's push our blues. Let's bring our reds down. This is the bright side I'm covering. Don't forget, you can also do for the darker side if it's missing a color. You get? So before, after. Can you see? So these are easy ways you can do your separation on any image. The same thing I did here, before, after, the same thing. So watch this and practice with this to be able to get proper separation when creating colors. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and I will see you all in the next class. Bye.